a very warm welcome to yet another episode of Colors of India. Let's take you through all cultural events that happened in and around the capital city during the last week. But first, the highlights.
Celebrating the Harvest Festival of Kerala. An evening of classical music and dance. And a variety of delicious samosa.
It's been a week since Onam, Kerala's one of the biggest festivals steeped in traditional fervour and a rich dose of mythology. Let's look back at celebrations across the state, felt across India in displaying the traditional decorations, mouthwater cuisine and special prayers.
Floral carpets, chendamelam and a traditional sadhya to spice it up. Cutting across religions, people in God's own country celebrated the harvest revelry with a massive fervour. Those at home in Kerala lived it firsthand. Keralites in other parts of India felt it wherever they were.
The atmosphere that they are trying to create is pretty awesome. They are really putting in a good effort.
Onam falls in Chingam, the first month of the Malayalam calendar. Celebrations starting on the Attam day culminate on Thiruvonam, the 10th and most important day of Onam. Onam is essentially a harvest festival. 10-day celebration goes back to the story of mythical Asura king Mahabali, who once ruled Kerala. The Tiruvadirakali dance narrate the story of the benevolent king who once ruled the region. King Mahabali was known for his benevolence and just rule, a golden era in the history of Kerala. Caste discrimination, poverty and hatred were unknown. People worshipped their king. Mahabali's greatness raised jealousy among the gods, who plotted his downfall. They approached Lord Vishnu. Vishnu came to earth disguised as a poor Brahmin. Through machinations, he had Mahabali sent to the world of the demons. But before going, the king requested Vishnu for a permission to visit his people once a year, and the wish was granted. Onam is believed to be the homecoming of King Mahabali, a celebration of values, abundance and prosperity during his golden rule. Every household in Kerala, rich or poor, is decorated with beautiful floral carpets to welcome King Mahabali. After visiting the temple, men and women draped in traditional Kerala attire make these floral carpets, often decorating them with lamps. The Onam fervour is seen at its peak at temples around South India. The hill shrine of Lord Ayyappa at Shabarimala, Sri Krishna temple at Guruvayur and Sri Padmanabha Swami temple in Thiruvananthapuram.
Onam is a festival of togetherness, of family values, social values, etc.
Like many other Indian festivals, Onam is also the feast of culinary delights. The grand meal sadhya that comprises as many as 60 dishes is a big highlight. A famous Malayalam proverb goes, Kanam Vittum Onam Unnanam, meaning do not miss the Onam lunch even if you have to sell your property.
Sadhya is one of the most essential features of the Onam festival. It's very hot and humid in here, but you can see the serpentine queue, the people lined up to get a taste of the traditional Kerala cuisines. Now let's go in and see what's inside.
Modern day Onam celebrations cut down on the number of dishes to 12, 14 or 26, while ensuring a sumptuous complete meal with a vast variety of tastes. Sadhya is special for the host and guest alike.
The moment you enter here, you can feel the sumptuous smell of the great food that is being served here, and of course these people over here indulging on food and of course taking selfies with the Onam Sadhya.
This is really good. I mean, something I've never had. like this.
It's really great.
I'm feeling wonderful. I'm here with my Malayali friends. I'm just going to have sadhya with my friends here. So I'm looking forward to that, and it is absolutely a wonderful thing to have sadhya with all close ones. And Onam is one festival I've always looked forward to because cutting across all religions and all other divisions, everyone comes together.
The main dish is plain boiled rice served with dal and ghee or sambar, rasam, pulisheri, kalan, avial, toran, olan and pachdi. There is also mango pickle, lemon curry, papad, banana, plain yogurt or buttermilk and banana chips. Quite a menu.
First of all, we are giving the leaf. As you know, this is the right portion, which is the end of this plain leaf, and this cutting portion will be coming to the right side of this. After that, we are putting first, according to the procedure, as I said, Malayalam procedure. First of all, we are putting this salt here. After that, which is the chips, which in Malayalam is known as upperi. Okay, and then coming all these achars like this, and this pickle. The pickle is some achar also. We are telling it as achar or pickles, and this is different type of pickles, you know. And this is known as avial. And one by one putting all this. Avial is a mixed vegetable. Okay. Which is very important in this Malayalam feast or Kerala feast. After that, we are putting this is known as thoran, like that. It is going like that. In here, I think it is two different types of paisam. One is in black colored one, which is known as Adapradaman, and then is a white colored one, which is known as pal paisam, something like that.
So the sumptuous veggie platter, sadhya, is all ready. You can see all 14 dishes set in this banana leaf, and the way in which the banana leaf is set, it's different. The tail part, it should face towards the left. And then you have some rice, sambar, some ghee and some dal, and you have these typical South Indian dishes over here. This is called the pachdi. This is one kind of pachdi which is made out of pumpkin. One thing that you should notice here is that there aren't any spoons or forks here. Sadhya is supposed to be eaten with the hands, you know, and there is one scientific reason behind it as well. According to Vedas, it is said that when you eat with your hand, it's just not for your tummy, it's also for your mind and your spirit. And the joy of eating such a sumptuous platter with the hand, it's something you can experience only experience. There's nothing to match it.
For dessert, the paisam, milk and rice cooked to perfection.
The most interesting part of the sadhya and one of my favorites, it's called the Adapradaman. That's kheer in Hindi. It's the sweet dish which comes after all these veggie meal. And in this you have some jaggery and you have some coconut milk in this. That is the different, that makes the different taste compared to other kheer or other sweet dish. Like you have the semia paisam here, sevaya, which is made out of the sevaya that you say in Hindi. So what the difference is, like in this we use milk and in this we use the coconut milk. So that makes the difference. This has a real Kerala taste, you know.
On the streets, a cultural extravaganza is on display. The folk art Pulikali is an old favorite. Men painted in stripes perform the tiger dance, forming a colorful procession. As the grand 10-day festival comes to a close, people look forward to Onam next year.
The Kerala house here is bustling with the Onam festivities. People have come from across the country and from different religion to celebrate the festival. And especially to taste the sadhya, which is served on the Onam day. And right behind me, you can see the beautiful ladies cladded in Kerala traditional sari and all decked up for the festivity. With camera person Shivam Kaur, Neetu Eldos for Rajya Sabha TV. Quite a sumptuous Onam lunch to look forward to even in the next year. Such variety of tastes to tickle your taste buds. Much more lined up on the other side, but now let's take a short break.
Up next, a scintillating evening of classical music and dance.
Be it music or dance, Indian classical melodies and footsteps have enthralled people from all walks of life, let it be a layman or a connoisseur. A delightful musical evening was organized in the capital city to celebrate the thrill and brilliance of traditional art forms. Here's a look.
It's titled An Evening of Indian Classical Music and Dance. The show was all about celebrating the Indianness through various classical art forms. Classical vocal, instrumental music and dance. All three on the same platform was truly a treat for the art lovers.
I belong to Gwalior Gharana. Ashtanga Gaiki is it's a specific word which is required to be used. So that is it has 8 anga which are required to be sung while singing. So it's, that is very specific of Gwalior Gharana.
To begin with, Hindustani vocal recital by Sri Vishwajit Viringe of the Gwalior Gharana, reciting the evening ragas left audience mesmerized. Followed by a scintillating violin and sitar duet. Darshan Singh Sur on sitar and Siddharth Silisio, disciple of sitar maestro Pandit Ravi Shankar, completely enthralled the listeners. Indian classical ragas played on violin accompanied with sitar, the Mughal version of Veena weaved magic. A marvelous amalgamation of a Western and an Indian instrument to experience.
The honor of meeting Pandit Ravi Shankarji in Mexico when he went to play in a very important hall over there in Mexico. I had the pleasure of meeting him in 1995. So I would say this changed my life because I was playing classical Western music at that time. And after hearing that concert, I was so amazed, so mesmerized that I decided to go towards Indian classical music.
And the grand finale, a Bharatnatyam dance performance by Mehak Chawla reciting invocations to Lord Ganesh. Bharatnatyam can be split into 4 words where Bha means expressions, Ra means melody, Ta means rhythm and Natyam means dance. Mehak blended all the 4 elements beautifully in her performance, winning big applause.
I think classical dance forms have this special bass, and it is very strong. It has very strong bass. So I think classical dance form is much more stronger, or you can say much more better than the Western forms. Though Western are also good, I'm not saying that Western are bad, but still, classical dance form makes the base of a dancer.
The elaborate expressiveness of Indian classical music is said to date back to the Vedas as far back as 1500 BC. Taking that brilliance forward to posterity is a tribute to the creators, their art and their brilliance. With every performance bringing alive its depth and magic.
Quite a cultural evening showcasing our traditional art forms. Much more lined up in our next segment, but before that, let's slip into a short break.
Coming up ahead on the program are the variety of sumptuous samosa.
The great North Indian snack samosa has been an all-time favorite for people from all walks of life. Let it be the street corner vendors or large eateries, they are a big hit. So in our next segment, we'll bring you a variety of culinary experiments with samosa.
steep yourself in that hot aloo samosa that accompanies evening tea to ease 6 p.m. hunger pangs. Well, the Kumar Samosewala in central Delhi decided to take that delight several steps further. For one, he's got some rather interesting flavors and fillings lined up.
मैंने स्टार्टिंग में जब शॉप खोली तो उसमें आलू का समोसा मैंने स्टार्ट किया और देन टाइम टू टाइम थोड़े दिन के बाद मैं कोई ना कोई नया समोसा ले आता था, जैसे चाउमीन का लाया, पनीर प्याज का लाया। इस तरीके से लोगों का क्रेज़ देखकर, लोगों की चाहत देखकर भी कैसा चाहते हैं वो, उस तरीके से मैंने समोसे बनाने शुरू करे। वैरायटी इसलिए बनानी पड़ी, जब मैं मार्केट जाता था कोई भी चीज़ मेरी बेटी या मैं या हम लोग खाते थे तो हम सोचते थे इसको समोसे में कन्वर्ट क्यों ना करा जाए। लोग जो ये 200 रुपया, 100 रुपया, 300 रुपये खर्चते हैं तो क्यों ना उनको 20 रुपये, 25 रुपये के अंदर वही टेस्ट, उससे अच्छा टेस्ट दे दिया जाए। मार्केट में जाने के बाद अगर कस्टमर पास्ता 120 रुपये का या 100 रुपये का खाता है तो मैं वो समोसा 20 रुपीज़ में उनको दे देता हूँ। तो मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि उनको रिजनेबल रेट्स में कम से कम में अच्छे से अच्छी क्वालिटी दे पाऊँ, जो मैं ये कोशिश करता रहता हूँ।
More than 29 varieties here. Everything from the sweet peach samosa to the Italian flavored one. In this one, the dough comprises seasonal veggies, corn and herbs, giving the regular snack a twist, creating the pizza samosa. Another one in the same category is the macaroni samosa with red sauce macaroni filling. This hot chili triangle is a perfect example of how a regular food can turn out to be something very different.
पिज़्ज़ा समोसा है, बच्चों को बहुत लाइक करता है। लोग इटालियन पिज़्ज़ा बनाते हैं, मैं इंडियन पिज़्ज़ा बनाया। तो मैंने इंडियन पिज़्ज़ा को इंडियन पिज़्ज़ा समोसा में कन्वर्ट करके उसको बच्चों के आगे पेश किया कि उनको पसंद आए। स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स हों, हमारे पास जितने भी कॉलोनी के हैं या आउटसाइडर आते हैं, वो सब वैरायटी ऑफ समोसा के नाम से आते हैं। आलू के समोसे तो हर जगह मिल जाएंगे आपको, लेकिन वैरायटी ऑफ समोसा बहुत देखने को कम मिलेगा आपको।
A combination of Indian favorite snack and Chinese noodles into one, the fusion is just divine. Noodle samosa or Chinese samosa made with noodles and some vegetable stuffing is an appetizing delight. The noodle samosa is in demand as an Indo-Chinese street food. And then there's an Indian version, the Malai Paneer Samosa, filled with fresh cheese, mayonnaise and black pepper.
काफ़ी वैरायटीज़ के समोसे हैं, जैसे कि आप पनीर बटर मसाला समोसा है, कढ़ाई पनीर समोसा है। ये एक अलग टाइप का एक्सपेरिमेंट है। जैसा इंडियन के साथ में आप किसी चीज़ को मिक्स कर देते हैं, अगर आप 2 या 3 चीज़ों को मिक्स करोगे तभी एक नई रेसिपी मिलती है। जनरली अगर आप होटल मैनेजमेंट के कोर्स वगैरह में भी आप देखोगे तो जो कुक वगैरह होते हैं वो यही करते हैं कि 2 या 3 नई चीज़ों को इन्वेंट करके एक नई रेसिपी बनाते हैं। तो मुझे लगता है ये वैसा कुछ है, काफ़ी टेस्टी भी है, सबको पसंद भी आ रहा है।
After all these tangy flavors, it's time for some dessert. The chocolate samosa packed with chocolate is a hit as well. Chocolate mixed with almond and cashew inside and a coating of melted chocolate outside, frozen and packed in small containers, can be served as an innovative dessert or snack. And then there's also the Gujia samosa, another huge draw.
वैरायटी का ही मेन यहाँ जो है करिश्मा है। बहुत दूर दूर से लोग यहाँ पे टेस्ट करने आते हैं और मैंने खुद भी 25 तरह के समोसे टेस्ट किए हैं। तो मतलब इतना अच्छा लगता है कि लोग जिसको भी बताते हैं तो वो सुन के ही कहता है कि इतने समोसे, इतना तरह की वैरायटी पहली बार हमने देखी है। तो सबको बहुत पसंद आते हैं।
The word samosa can be traced to the Persian sanbosal, which translates to lovely triangles. The names of some pastries also derived from this root. It was always a fascinating concept. The filling, the casing and then the frying. Always a special thrill when that crispy hot samosa sits on your plate.
Samosa, the snack which needs no introduction. Originally one of Mumbai's favorite street food, is famous across the country. Some like to have it plain, some like to top it with sauces, or some like to have a chaat out of it. But here, these new versions of samosas with scrumptious filling is really a treat for any food lover. With camera person Rajesh Agrawal, Ravleen Kaur for Rajya Sabha Television.
Coming up with such different variations have taken our good old samosa to an entirely new level. So that's all for this episode from our team. But before we wind up, we leave you with the colourful celebrations of Janmashtami across India.